In the hierarchy of horsepower, the middle child often suffers an identity crisis. Too aggressive for the boulevard, yet too civilized for the racetrack. But every decade, a machine emerges that refuses to accept these limitations. The 2024 BMW F900R isn't just an update. It is a thesis statement on dynamic neutrality, where the Japanese rivals rely on brute economics, and the Italians on emotive theater. Munich takes a different route. Surgical precision. Today, we dissect the details that transform this parallel twin from a commuter into a scalpel. Let's start with the gaze. The 2024 model ditches the previous insect-like visage for a sharper, stacked LED layout. It's not just styling, it's spatial architecture. The upper beam projects a wide, shallow field for peripheral vision, while the lower lens focuses the high beam into a long, narrow funnel. Look closer at the winglets. Unlike the monstrous appendages on an S1000RR, these are functional minimalism. BMW claims a reduction in front-end lift at triple-digit speeds by nearly 2 kilograms. But the real detail? The way they channel air directly onto the radiator, form following force. Beneath the brushed aluminum bezels lies the Tech Air heart, an 895cc parallel twin with a 90-degree crankpin offset. This is the secret to the R suffix. Where other twins fire with a tractor-like rhythm, this engine fires with an uneven 274-50-degree interval. It mimics the rumble of a V4 without the reciprocating mass penalty. The chassis remains a steel bridge frame, but the sophistication is in the rigidity map. It is intentionally stiff torsionally, yet flexes laterally under load. Why? To generate mechanical grip mid-corner. You aren't riding on the suspension, you are riding through the flex. Here is the detail most reviewers miss: the 6-axis IMU. On paper, it offers lean angle sensitive ABS. In practice, it offers prescience. The bike predicts weight transfer before you touch the brake lever. Accessing the Dynamic Pro mode requires a dongle, a paywall some decry. But pay attention to the throttle response curve. In road mode, the butterflies open with a linear, forgiving slope. In Dynamic Pro, the mapping becomes digressive, meaning the first 10% of your wrist twist opens 30% of the throttle plate. It feels aggressive, but the traction control logic is simultaneously sharpening its teeth. It trusts you, until it doesn't. That micro correction you just saw? That took 12 milliseconds. Faster than the synaptic gap in your brain. Sit on it. The 850mm seat is a masterclass in proprioception. It isn't plush, it is supportive. The tank flares out exactly where your femur needs lateral resistance. This isn't comfort engineering, it is kinetic wedging. Then, the switchgear. BMW uses a linear actuator for the turn signals. It doesn't click, it impulses. A haptic tap through your glove. And the multi-controller wheel? It clicks with the precision of a mechanical watch crown. In a world of mushy rubber buttons, these tactile artifacts remind you that you are operating a machine of consequence. So where is the flaw? The 2024 F900R lacks the emotional volatility of a Ducati monster. It will never try to kill you. And for the purist, that silence is a sin. But for the rider who views motorcycling not as rebellion but as a study in applied physics, this is the tool. It is a scalpel wrapped in aluminum. It doesn't scream for attention. It earns it. 1 degree of lean angle at a time. Subscribe for the engineering. Stay for the obsession.